space, we self ensure we heighten with social media presence. Secondly, we also believe in one-on-one engagement. Even though we get with Secretariat Trading ISO, we get with task force officers then. Now 16 districts in the country. Every district gets a task force office. And all of them task force officers and then we the Secretariat they ensure we give support. So we take both an administrative and a task force approach in our engagements then. We also work with partners then. For instance, we get a partner called Central, we are the Center for Research and Human Trafficking. One of the things we they know for do a research about, especially when it comes to child trafficking, and then focus on the eastern region, and then find out say child trafficking they on the increase in the country, especially in other parts. When they're able to do the assessment, they don't begin to what we call one-on-one engagements them for talk to people, and because coming to the media no more, not enough. But you need for interface with people then, make people know, because sometimes again this thing get for do with cultural behavior, also get for do with mindset. Waiting people and believe, waiting people they want for accept. Also we partner IOM. IOM now they do training for border management personnel them. In September of 2023, for example, then train immigration officers them, then train law enforcement people them. This year alone, Interpol under the Sierra Leone police also gets training them for key personnel them, where they do with security issue, where they do with human trafficking issue. So for we the work not just centralized, but as a coordinating body, we only work with key partners them, where they do who does what. Also work tap, also work begin, would I get the expertise, would I get the specialty. So we all only put hands on deck for support this fight here. So
then traffickers can establish institutions now the country. Say we now for travel with people. We more especially if you look at the types of human trafficking, more like the domestic servitude. You know, now one way now the most popular one we don't happen, where some of our sisters can travel. From there we can get an experience, then get problem at the country we don't travel. So holistically, now the country, then institutions and they can establish. Waiting at some of the steps that when they can take for like they able for establish the institution, and they say this now an institution we're responsible for travel with people across the country, out of the country.
So if you don't follow key issues at the country, you'll find out say inside last year, the Ministry of Labour being get for pull a notice, especially for agencies, they will call it recruiting agencies, them for ensure say they register with the government of Sierra Leone. And not to just register, they may get certain requirements, them where they mean supposed for meet, we get for benchmark on security issue for the citizens then of this country. I wish the Ministry of Labour be there so for able for going in-depth analysis how then they go on. But however, when they do that, you get few agencies that will be registered. Now, also in last year, if you follow on-site parliament, you find out that the Parliament of Salon also been passed into law the Overseas Travel Act, where also they look at measures that we get for do with how they protect citizens, waiting the citizens they go to another country, waiting at the agreements where then they sign, the benefits where they're supposed to forget. But I tell you, plenty of institutions how the toxic traffickers are established are not visible. Most of them they underground. And the people that they work with them, no, they even come for expose them. I will tell you, plenty of time they don't get victims then. When we call them victims, they actually say, come serve as witness for make we prosecute them traffickers here. They know they come. Either sometimes the trafficker they don't threaten them because they sabi them families. Either some of them they don't pay money. We don't get cases of people who don't wait to for example, or FSU they don't call. They don't already say with the support. At the end of the day, the very people in our traffickers convince them people and then go pay them money, huge sum. At the end of the day, you call and they change number. Some of them they give wrong number. When the police call in, they even come on board. So now they make even inside this new act, so you go under section 17 of anti-trafficking, human trafficking, migrant smuggling act. It make them very clear the act give part to the institution, to the judiciary. Say outside they don't find sufficient evidence. Say issue of trafficking don't take place. Under them three elements I were mentioned, then get right for charge. Then they make them very, very clear about that one day. So for example, if Toku don't do the investigation, they don't get the evidence and they don't wear them. Then said I'm going to the law officers department. Law officers department said they look at. If they find out say yes, we don't get sufficient evidence, then they can set and go court for prosecution at the end of the day. And also the act make it clear under one of the sections they get for do with aiding and abetting. And this one made it very clear. Then find out, say, because family members are involved, and plenty tell them the victims and for prosecute or point them finger to family members, then find out, say, aiding and abetting. You advise so. You will push and say, let go. You will put you 50, you know. As long as them find out, say, you name call panatin the law in said they bet you. So the thing is vast, but this law don't look at every bit and penny of waiting constitute trafficking and ensure say nobody not for go scot-free as long as they catch you.
In terms of trafficking salon, how common human trafficking be? Because some people they way just not go believe say people in the way they traffic then come promote among them with based on deceit. How common is it?
A very common but hidden. Hidden crime. Even with figures out the reports, we not go shame for tell you say it all reflect the reality on the ground. What I mean? For instance, last year from January to December, we figure we get what we call administrative figure at 51. But plenty trafficking cases they happen. And you go on for say, if all trafficking cases they happen, why not 51 on again? People don't report it. Trafficking they happen every blessed day, especially the internal trafficking. You dey go take picking upline, you dey carry it and return, say they put in school. The families that they put in school, yes, they put in school. But watch fine, that picking day, now the breadwinner of that family day. When it don't come out school, waiting they happen with them. If you go na Sanya Bacha, you go Kisi Road, you go Wilberforce Street, then come in and then at school, watch it and then put markets at the end of them. Not to the real parents say one and day. And we get the child right act to talk about what you for do for the picking and what you not supposed for get the picking. That they traffic them. And then you get very lazy parents them. Within other up countries then they wait from the time and take them picking them. They're not even they do follow-ups. And also when it comes to the issue of adoption, the Ministry of Social Welfare gets a very uniform manner in which you're supposed to go with the issue of adoption. But we don't get cases where people that they can't take picking and say, oh, they carry them go over, so they go help you for men them. Now when they carry them, by the end of the day, you know they are nothing. Now only when rogues fall apart, a whole shoot camp and shove, and you tell you see the wrong come to government and say, hey, this thing they are put me picking. But in the initial stage, you don't go through the right process. So everyday trafficking they occur. But the problem is people don't report it. The figures all get now the one that we don't catch, the one that we don't document. For example, that 57, for instance, we report on. We get for do the one that we go catch na Bindi Park, where the Sierra Leone police na Kabbalah division do a very, very good work. Just imagine if they don't intercept 57. We already be down there on the way for put inside 2 big Nissan buses. Carry them go Guinea, then eventually Mali. Who knows who's the final destination go there? So every day it happen. And among that 57, look at that, the youngest 2-month-old baby, they could begin imagine. What if along the way, these 2 months go die? And now mama, you not be only get 2 months, you get 3 other picking with them. Just imagine, you go on for say that thing are poverty related. So the trafficker, they don't create a proxy scheme where they walk into the minds of people then for deceive them to the point. You know they tell and say, now sex work that they go get out, they tell and say they go walk na shopping mall. You get people that they snap fine picture there and send them to you. You say if you feel so convinced, you say you know they talk them, then you end up go. So now some of them mess there that they enter, but we, you know, government Akumbra, we victims there, we know they re-victimize them. We job now for ensure say we take them through psychosocial support, we talk with them, we bring them back to their state of mind, because protection get for do to restitution, they get for do to restoration. How for support them and give them back that lost dignity for make them believe say there is still hope for a better tomorrow.
Alright, continue for stay with me. In then John Whitfield, we na the media officer, na the anti-trafficking and person task force secretariat. Well, the program where you watch na Liberty Breakfast Show as every morning, we can therefore bring to you stories them we you will like for watch on television. Continue for send your comments at the comment section and also drop your comment to the number 074 200 545. We're now in time for we join the victim of trafficking. We na Adam say Kabia. We go come and explain to we waiting at some of the things them we don't go through. Adam say good morning and welcome to the program again. Okay. So you go like for share your experience with farm bullying.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So last year October, the woman who was in the area
just call his sister and tell her say he work na Senegal. So when a restaurant so he say they work the money. So now they his sister go meet with people there. He tell her say his sister say me send for a 6 girl picking there. We go help her for go send her restaurants. So the woman don't talk to people and now they ask her, you know sure say now that work there they go do, they say yes. Say okay. We say but right now what no day, nothing no day. So then back where they go try. Any career now they will help we. So then talk to people then say we go October the 5, 9/11. Say we go when straight now go say we reach October the 9. When we reach, then when see old people there now then for the old now would not checkpoint. In the lady back he send the money, say they left there, then go there back, say we reach now. When we reach now then go receive in a junction. Then go to in a house. We give you food, we don't eat. When we don't eat, now then we sit down, we don't wash. We sit down, we see 3 ladies then back then come to them. So then greet we answer, then ask we. He say, "Una sabi the work una come for?" We say yes. He say, "Who's work now?" We say, "We can sell na restaurants." He say, "No." He say, "This one we go take una, not tell una for say na gaga work una they can do." He say, "Ah." Say this one tell you go tell people and say na restaurants work they can do. And they will tell us if we can tell you say this work now they do, we say we need to do and we will return to people there. So that one day now they will escape back. Like around day 5 to 6, we escape. When we escape, one Sierra Leone people they would go and cry na go do not sabi they go and cry. So now they demand ask me say who say now they go. So now they will go for explain girl like I will explain like I explain so. I say one woman I go take we na salon say we can work na restaurants. Say but when we go there and go tell we say na girl we not do that day. For make we escape. The one only na one go to na station. So when we go to the one go na also not sabi the one. At that moment they will go they will not sabi the place. So I tell them go to the embassy, from embassy now na IOM, and try for hotel we return February the 23. Even when we go to the woman, we don't saga all we take one packet grafting, we don't saga, we drink down there, rub down there, so we escape there and go to the embassy.
Well, viewers, them, you will watch Liberty Online Television this morning. You hear the voice of one young lady where we go call FA for the purpose of this program. And we're not showing face because we want for protect them. And there this morning they tell we a story of how somebody pull and come on here and other young lady them carry them go to other country. Based on the seat, it they lie to them say then they carry them go for go work in restaurants. But when they go, they land say na prostitution, then carry them go for. So the young lady then at the studio this morning, we're not showing face for protect them, but they tell we a story how it been like for move with them from Freetown Yaso for go other country. And as you continue for tell your story, you make mention of the way how they can go. Na flight to na take or na by road they can go.
Na by road, by motorcar. Inside motorcar then pass with you.
The motorcar we can go na almost been there inside there.
Boku in our 6, but the driver we say na they back in the run, na Senegal in the run. Na they do not send the money, na they pay.
Where una be the go, una notice like this driver or the woman and this business is into for the pool young people in the care them go to other country.
No know that day. Because what we reach, go tell me. So now that day back we escape.
So where una reach there before una the escape, waiting intel una.
Now intel you say na gaga work we dey do. As we reach so we not even blow safe. Oh we don't eat. I dey tell you that day. And they will say we will only do that day. When they call the people, they don't see the number, they all you see even my phone is sees them. But when my brother call, I see the phone they give, and I will jog and I pick the call. And they try for explaining to my brother how they go tell me, he not agree for like come on do. He even lock inside.
Before una be the left salon, what's gonna be the relationship with this woman and your family?
Me the woman no one is sabia. But they say na family inborn. And people they even his sister wey be dey call for say men do for her the work men fair for her 6 girl pikin dey for my day. I saw to leave.
How una come in contact with them? Now una family party, na person wey be don dey cancel una. How una come in contact?
Na rent I go rent.
Okay.
But when my daddy don die, I no get who that dey help me again. So na that for tell me mama say me I go Atalo. I say well because of some of the family they say they help. I say family una dey but nobody know the way they help you. I say, where they go? If I go see my family there now, I will go there there. But they go first. I didn't say, okay, no problem. In the village. So now they in there, I said, to go meet me. Say, his sister say for making friends, 6 girl picking there. For go sell na restaurant souk na Senegal. And I said okay. I said me I dey go. And I call me and go. I explained there. And then he said okay. He said if you want a bad thing, he said una go. He said if you want a bad thing, una no anything, una return back. And then we said okay.
This Aisatu na you party or na been tap na the same place?
Now we dey na the area no more.
You be don't know her for long time where you go na Waterloo?
No. Why we go rent there? I don't even 6 months yet.
So now wetin may convince you, where it tell you, where make you believe and join in sister say make eke una go for go work?
Now where I no get whether they help me. If I don't make I be join there.
Before una dey get that contract they follow you go, wetin you be dey do initially?
Na sell I be dey sell. Na soap I be dey buy take soap, put and soap, na that be dey sell.
Effie, you be not ever traveled before out of the country?
No.
Like your first experiences?
Yeah.
So when you reach Senegal?
Na Monday, the 9th October.
That's last year.
In last year.
In terms of documentation, when they travel with you, say now una 6 and Kego.
Yeah.
Then be make any documents for una like passports?
Na international ID card they make for me.
Waiting it tell una exactly. The lady we care una go not to Aisatu, the lady we care una
Na
go.
go to
Absatu.
Yeah.
Waiting it tell una say na the purpose.
He
Where una dey go
say
for.
na restaurant so could you go do. Na so interview na salon. Oh go now, na dey go exchange say na carry go could you go do.
But it been tell una like if they don't care other people way we don't help, we don't go better.
Yeah.
It show una proof say people in the way we don't care go.
And show you there by the phone.
So that day where Ike una go and tell una say na Garigal work una for do. Now the following day una escape.
Na that day they will escape. Around 5 to 6. And that Monday they back will escape.
So waiting are some of the challenges una be dey go through na the road way because we are not sabi that country day and na first thing that they for go na that kind country.
Oh the boy back boy Sunday we dey by the motoka. Him back he say get one of him brother they send na builder. So now they as we wish so na that on Saturday they stop before they transfer other motoka. And they write the number in case una dey go so that woman they go tell una any word you say una call na this number ya. That time we will safeguard una. And they will say okay we write the number in the way. As we go so we go tell me for say na Garigal work we escape and they will learn phone. But Sunday they not sabi talk English set. But as someone will measure we give the number then call. But the man where they sabi talk the Wolof in French. So now they will direct the driver take go to website in there and then go to an embassy, take na IOM now they return way.
On almost a return, on a meet up other people where their own case been different or other type way una all come together.
So they will meet at the same issue back.
So like almost people almost young people be there among una. Woman or man or na be mix.
Now so man there. Now 6.
Alright, viewers, like we tell you now they listen to the story of one young lady where for the purpose of this program and in protection we call her FA there this morning. They share an experience how been like for where one young lady been can take 6 of them come out so go Senegal lie to them say then they carry them go for go work in a restaurant, but according to Ram, when they reach the story change and the lady been get for tell and say then go for go do prostitution. Continue for day with me at the studio. We'll come back to you. Let's just bring John Whitfield inside where come out now the secretariat where they work on anti-trafficking. We don't hear the story of FA. Like I said, the purpose of this program and in protection make what they call them FA. Then kind case here so how on a secretariat they handle them?
So first of all, I'm for comment on that because one of the things we consider for the victim are protection, and for the fact that we not protect them for we want for comment on that for that. Also, this na one of the cases they were on the follow, and we get so much interest about them 6 ladies there, so where them come. And when you listen in story and from my explanation, you link them, you find out say she was vulnerable, and then take advantage of in state of vulnerability. Another thing you mentioned also now that because this person reside with them as neighbors, they can get that belief they say possibility, no they say you could go do one bad. Another thing again, they're not going to ever tell you say it is not rosy on the outside. They're not going to tell and say they go to prostitution work. Then say they go to restaurant work. So once them beautify them, they go. And the final one always traffickers and get very good evidence where they point at. So because they don't get 1-2 successful cases, them they look say, look at they be done better. In self they go. Also, one for commend IOM. IOM really don't take a lead in this one because one of the things where they don't do, they don't give them psychosocial support, they don't do family tracing for them, they also don't do case identification for them and make them go back at their communities them. By the end of the day, then still they continue to give them the support with them, forgive them. We now as a secretariat, IOM already don't brief we as for give they not give you all the data them, but they don't brief you about them, the issues them. One of the things that they look at with the support of them also get for those prosecution. Because we don't want to let this thing they left soon. Not just for, yes, we care about the victim, for restore them and let them get back within their loss. But also we need from ensure we get lessons them with people in need for land. Deterrence they will for put forward under that prosecution day. So we so much get interest as a secretariat to they work very close with IOM. And I'll tell you deeply what we they do because you know traffickers everywhere are watching and also no sooner they know the next step, then some go know the next step. But we are working hard with them. In then 6 cases here and 1 case among many cases them. And I tell you, most of the time the actual traffickers they not reside in the country of source. Who side then they pull them. This absat also in just one of the links them or agents them. When they carry them go probably Guinea, you get another person to go receive them. In your work done when they come out then go Mali back, you get another person they receive them. Now we take them again and work done. When you go Senegal back, you got a person they receive them. So now so then scheme and they time. I make most of the time the outcome of the prosecution. You find out that 1 gram person and they prosecute. It's not possible like 1 gram person involved in trafficking. It's a coordinated crime. I mean, and say like whole network. It's a whole network of criminal activities that were involved. So it's so pitiful that FA go through this one, and we not really they wish for make any other person go to them, but we are working hard on it.
Like you say, the one they working involved in this really get their own technique they wouldn't use. But at times, they person will catch them. Then so they convince the one they can go to an extent that, like you said, and they show you proofs that this person we seen at this picture. Now we help them, we will make you self better, like how we done better. And because of the vulnerability, they can fall victim. But the issue of reintegration, taking this person where don't survive this particular senior so can go back in that same community. How na the work around that? Because it possible say the one we been carrying go might get in agents and still they around and then no saying that this don't happen. How na they help them reintegration? So
that's what we want to do this work. We work with the family support unit. We work with transnational organized crime unit. We work with the International Organization for Migration. We work with World Hope International. We currently they manage with shelter. We not then get some, but you know that they manage them. What we they do, we not just they carry them go back. We they also talk with them. And then also inside go give you a testimony. Say they not just carry them go this way. They ask if you're not comfortable for go they back, tell we. If there is a place for put them, we'll say, okay, we can relocate them and carry them go that side. For now, one of the things we'll challenge as a government now that we not get male victim shelter. The only shelter we get in a World Hope International one for picking them. But these are one of the things that we don't pinpoint under the Directorate of Protection for ensuring we extend with victim shelter. But we not just take carry them go back. When they don't take them case history, they don't able for restore them back, talk with them, that they engage them one-on-one talk. One for can go back. Una okay for go back? Una feel safe, una go back, anybody go attack, una challenge go there. And plenty of them, the one they will not always want for go back. Now they want in something where they mean go then trust. I don't want in something and get for pay people them. Sometimes issues be there happen or sometimes they don't threaten them. Now then the problem can come. You say, me I not feel sad to go live here and again. Me I the shame. Like for instance, that 57 case, one of them not agree for go back now. So why? They say me don't tell in landlord say they go overseas. For can go back to that community, that embarrassment there. It feel like it all lost in dignity. How you get for regain in dignity. So doing reintegration only left to with the institution. This is a bit done hand in gloves with the very victim. If the victim say not comfortable for the day, we know the force for the day. And instead self go tell you that day. For the fact that he go back, she felt that she was okay. It looks say no, and it gets an advantage again, Medel. In don't go through this. Fortunately for him, able for come back. In like an ambassador now. So if somebody then go tell her the same thing and then come meet her, the one can go Senegal, so person say that they say, nobody, I be don't fall victim before. And because of this now, God make her come. And every one of we liable for become a victim. But not to every one of we can be graceful for become a survivor. And as far as I'm concerned, she's not a victim. She's now a survivor. Because our victim, if you tell you what he go through, and most of them not able for broke free from the jailers, the winner, the traffickers, them. God don't grace them. And now that God don't grace them, in an ambassador and community, I will tell you, say, in a one panel people, and I go wait till then can ask them. I now go to tell them, now God save you, now God save you. If it's been God, like, who knows if IOM or we embassy, now Senegal is a embassy not be intervened. Waiting for it to happen to them. Or that contact me non come, they able to fend the way back. Waiting for it to happen to and the 5 others. So for me, I feel like he gets an advantageous side as well he gets a disadvantageous side. But the disadvantageous side are that we they talk with them. If they are not comfortable, we not force them. If they are comfortable, they are ambassadors of change in their communities.
What you know now, Secretariat only do with regards to public education for because like if you look at FAU case, like vulnerable person,
yeah.
you know, people get the kind of knowledge or experience for able to understand within get all those Senegal. So what not only do over the years for get them public education in our different communities. That somebody can get you with Senegal or other country. Now this and this is supposed to do.
That's a one thing. Me now I call a development communication expert. One of the things so we find out, and also now the same thing with the Apple the Kush business, not to the absence of information are the problem. Information they. But when people have the information, do they act upon it? We don't create a one-stop center. Even the Ministry of Labour being create a one-stop center. Even the National Youth Commission being create a one-stop center. Say when travel opportunity can, even IOM online everything and call what can find. Then say when travel opportunity come, you get embassies then at this country. We get channels then. Almost it take you for either go online on the embassies or what can go to the embassy say, hey, I can't check. I see them put this program online, say travel opportunity there. This is something you want to verify. But people don't want to take this thing. But irrespective of that, we know they blame them for that one day. But yet still what we ensure say we do. We put plenty information. Now we get, like I tell you, on social media we did. If you type anti-trafficking, we did on Twitter, we did on Facebook, we did on LinkedIn. We don't ensure say we did, we put information. Secondly, with the VCT communities, now we get to call hotspot communities. And one of the hotspot communities in Komotso. And I know the shame for calling hotspot community here. Previously, we say what's alone a cosmopolitan area. We mean say different motorman and did. Now, in the traffic that they do, no sooner we begin penetrate to Watalo, they move. Now we get the Cooper, we get the Congo at axis, we get now the Wellington axis. Now they now them people they all they come out. They move step by step. No sooner as we penetrate one, they move. As we penetrate one, they move. Then take them through Freetown, either go through McKinney or other points them, carry them go to them packing gun and they don't get buses the way they wait for them and route them to Guinea and other parts them. But every day would they engage. For instance, I tell you Central, if you go down at Kenema and other parts and at the Eastern, then go tell you say Central, they talk with people them. If I go tell you, no matter how talk, we are still talking. We must get very good people that they listen to we. And make we engage them and make wins them. We engage stakeholders them. And one of the drives so they do now for engage the inter-religious council. You know why? We respect to religious leaders them. When that pastor tin up now in pulpits for talk about trafficking, then they listen to him. When that imam tin up for talk, then they listen to him. When that traditional leader tin up for talk, then they listen to him. And make we get with tax force officers and officers them. So we they engage all of their leaders then, the youth leaders them. Because when young person talk to a young person, they listen. The challenge will be done they get me bell. Where you can talk to this, say but Sidoyanda. Our government don't pay boku money now, make so you they make money that they pay you now let we go better. Their mindsets and they. But gradually, we don't change their mindsets and they. And FN are one of the people them will find out they also go able for help we. Because if people them they don't know about trafficking at that community they in one of the ambassadors and they like today. in not just ambassador because he read in theory, he experience them. He get first-hand experience. In go able for tell them, say, hey, if you go that thing happen, so you me don't face them, not do this, not do this. So with public education drive, it's a process. We are doing it. We also been President B also be done unveil the toll-free line. We are the Freedom Line 134. Very, very soon we will get some operational. We ensure so we able for put modalities in place. We to make it not be operational yet. We need for train the personnel them. You not just go put people in for run the toll-free line. They need to know how to interface with people, how to talk with people. We also they develop the questionnaire for them. Whose kind of question you go ask is possible, you not go feel embarrassed. You go get that kind of comfort for talk to you. They able for do referrals at the end of the day. All of this boil down to training. Also, they train plans for training law enforcement people. We don't know in the past. One for train also the judges. Just like I be having for the sexual offences case. How they go for the minister, some of them case then they when they say away Canada in court, how they go for address them.
You make mention of say FA for Epuna and it will be an ambassador in community. But helping the secretariat and una other body they want to work with. How in turn una serve the EPAM because the vulnerability make a fall victim. How una the help like for upkeep and get something going from we go make ever thinking of an option say laugh and somebody to help me.
Protection they deal with two things: restitution, restoration. The act make them very clear. So when them prosecute that perpetrator, one of the things already the courts they ask for are for pay. For example, if FAB spend, let's say $3,000 when you go along the world, it pay that money will be spent. The courts tell and say for pay, so until they add on top. Then the courts also the law give the courts power also you can seize property in that process as a form of restitution. In FA case, one of the reasons to make FA able to sit down for talk to now, and because IOM don't bring them to a proper state of being. Psychosocially, for able for making a restore, it's a process. But one of the things where they don't succeed now for ensure say they make it believe say look, all is not lost. For make it guys you don't talk to in a way instead get the confidence or believe say all is not lost.
But she needs help beyond that.
Yes. I am the ensure say and give them the help through the agency as well, the support today. There are packages for them. Packages the way that they give them. Then package them, they know they come in the form of money for making them go back or make them go do other things more. Now we get for come with skills development. So what you want to do, they go school back and sure say we do them. You go recall say we don't launch the first lady we don't launch we victims of trafficking trust fund. That launching they be happen. Now we can do a fundraiser where they ensure say seed money, they already get with seed money, but them money is then they now. The law they tell me inside part 3 we get for do victims protection for create what we call economic alternatives for victims or survivors of human trafficking. Their economic alternatives and they can kind in the form of skills training. And also don't forget we also they part of government. Government get what we call the big 5 game changers. Inside these big 5 game changers, then get skills opportunities them. So for example, if government they provide 1,000 jobs them, we as a secretariat would ensure say among the 1,000 jobs and day, at least we survivors then if not 500 or let me not say 200 or 300, let we get 10 or 20% of their survivors then they wait for benefits from their 1,000 jobs and day. If they provide skills training to them, we will ensure say about 5, 10, 20% of we survivors then benefits from them. We're not different from government. So now make even we action plans what they do, we strategies how they launch, all we plans them, we align them with government in big 5 game changer. Because if we not align them, that means say we're a different facet. But because one for ensure say them benefit from them, we align all with strategies and we plans them to governments in plan under the medium term development.
With the aspect we get to do with the causes of this human trafficking. Now one way eminent, we very clear say any side we you get plenty human trafficking. Now a country where we see unemployment steady plenty one. When that might be cause. So how not going to work with government? Not only for let able for look at the victims them in terms of job creation, like you talk about the skills they within the for get out to the one the way they can. What about for events that not happen? Just for create job for young people, because if there's job now the country, an officer gets any way for left the country and go elsewhere for go the other odd job.
29 people yearly. I am reports say stranded. From 2019 to present, I am there over 8,000 people and for bring them come back. A good number of them are human trafficking case. I agree with you absolutely when it comes to the issue of employment. We cannot avoid it. But make I tell you, you have people also who get very good jobs. We believe say they own better one if they not left salon and they better mindset. Some of them, if you interview them, especially down the way when it comes to regular migration, they were doing absolutely well. They make very good cash. But then just believe say, if we not left salon, we know the better. I know they dispute the issue of unemployment too, but they look at also the other aspect of mindset. And make would also drill deep into the mindset for belief. Say, look, yes, we not deny say you know forgo. And we are not stopping people to move. Law make this very clear. Movement is not a crime under international standards. Everybody liable for move. The problem is when you are moving, let it be done in an orderly form. So we are also working with government. Like I say, we're not different from government. Government they do you as Comra, but also government they work with the private sector. Let us face the reality. Government not going to provide job for everybody, not possible. But government is doing its bits. The private sector also they come on board for ensure say they able for help with international bodies that they can. And then they make you get IOM, and then they make you get the American government, and then they make you get the Irish embassy, and then they make you get Central and other people them. Who say we not able? Sometimes we not can get the requisite capacity, but we able for day before for coordinate them. So for instance, if picking an uncle they don't traffic could all restore them. If we not get side for keep them, they call World Up. They are get them picking them at this. They are doing it for us. Like this way happen, so I am not chipping and even wait for we for come because we're all working together. No sooner than chipping, they address the situation. We self come in and understudy the situation and help. So government is doing it bits. Unemployment, it's a whole discussion on itself. It's a very big problem. But make I tell you, government is doing it bits for provide skills training. If you go na the National Youth Commission, they tell you they get every program. But let me be honest, everybody go benefit. Not to everybody. You have a good number we don't benefit, and then number then they don't benefit in return. Training of trainers and they happen, skills that they happen. We see now our government they invest in the tertiary level for ensure say then get skills training, then turn colleges them. Colleges and how they're able for understudy them then core system. See how they can change them for meet the current job markets when it comes to proper skill training. So even when you go to college, when you pick a course, when you come back, you know, say, may I not only be a job seeker, I want to also be a job creator. Change the mindset. Maybe what I like to say, this thing for the mindset. Even if you go land the book mindset, not to for only count the degree, but what can the degree do for you at the end of the day?
So I'll take you back to the case study where we get at the studio this morning. When at the case of FAA incumbent them, we don't come. How soon the secretariat and in partners them go ensure say una empower them? Because this issue of empowerment, now they make plenty and they get convinced and go easily. And as you they see I'm now this morning, you know somebody we need the help as soon as it can be. How soon they will be empowered for let they able for generate their own fund, maybe give them skills we go make they able make money for themselves.
Empowerment a big word, maybe. Empowerment they come in various forms. But one of the things why they assure you that as a secretariat, we job are for protect every Sierra Leonean, not for become a victim of human trafficking. I go borrow the words of the First Lady, Fatima Madabio, on the day of the launching. He said, we don't want victims. He said, but unfortunately, we get forget victims. We are working very close with partners. Then we agree say FA are one of the people them, and FA should also go attest to you. Say this journey alone we don't go with IOM, and not satisfied saying at the conclusion, oh, but she's graceful. Almost we don't go through this. We not don't be graceful, become a survivor. So we are working very hard. Now FA then kind of make we get what we call the Victims of Trafficking Trust Fund. That trust fund is not for make it kind of my pockets or my boss in pockets or we staff them pockets. That trust fund is not for them. In the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, come back and ask me this question, say how that trust fund they don't empower them people and the evidence will be very crystal clear. But I can't tell you say very soon will they empower FA or in the next 6 months, in the next 2 weeks, in the next 1 week. But wait I go tell you now that we are very concerned about FA in case, and not just FA, every other FA we don't fall victim of this. We're very concerned about them in case we are working together with partners them and we pray We pray that FA in kind and all other FAs not go through this. And also other FAs that we currently they go through this and in silence, and when they watch we right now, come out and speak. Because believe say one of the therapies then, talk therapy. Come, believe we, explain the problem to we. When we analyze them, we see say elements of trafficking occur. We know what we do as a secretariat, we know what we do as a government, and we know what we do together with we partners them. We sympathize with them, we're also empathizing with them. We not only they feel sorry for them, but one for me that sorry they get an action-oriented result at the end of the day.
Alright, John Whitfield, we'll come back to you. Let me just be in calm with other studio guests again. We in a FA, we don't share experience with we, but how them pull in 5 other girl picking and come out here go other country for go kind restaurants, but we then go the story change. The person tell and say them for go do prostitution. We make them be escape and God help them. IUM be able for bring them come back with support from the other partners them. As we continue for share your experience from where una don't come back, this person we been care una go. Una don't hear it from him?
No. But in sister, I say safe in the collar.
In sister, no, also you dey una dey talk?
In the talk, yes, I mean, say in the, we talk me in back in sister, we dey for mine.
So that in sister, the way you come back, where una tell am say, where we reach yonder, una sister, the restaurant we promise we. E go tell we say, we forgo do other thing. Waiting in sister talk.
In a big, no more in big. You say maybe not for expect her for saying, so in the go do. You say, you know, one day no for that work, then I insist that they do. So if you don't come, go take me, go to it, go tell me, say, I work in a big, in the big.
So from where you don't come to now, waiting you don't do?
I know not it. Boy, I am there, then say, where they can't help me. I don't know what is come for, they wait for them.
So if somebody want help you, what you go wish for do?
If they want help me, they want help me, I will glad for that. So also, we will glad for that.
You go school?
I will go school, I will don't left.
Which form or class you left?
I'm just sit back, I go S1 for go S2, and I will left.
Alright, so in terms of business, you say you been to do business before now.
Yes, ma'am.
If they want for help you, sometimes business or for go school back, which one you willing for do at this time?
I will do business.
You want for why you don't want for go school?
Well, I don't sit back, and I'm 2:15, I will sit back. When me that did that, I know you that help me again. So I will do business now small.
So for person where they watch you, where sometimes they person where they life and right now say, where they can't carry go Turkey or they can't carry go Mali or any other country, will get work for you there. You come to young people, and what you go say to them based on the experience where you go get?
And they explain this, you know, no go, yeah, we don't go to over this. Woman kaya can tell me if we go to restaurant, so later we are going to look at the advice there now.
When una be there Senegal, when una won that very moment where you know say the woman say una say na Garigal work una for do, una go na the Salon embassy, how they be ticket una dey?
No, they will always find that the feed we alone and go and they will lay down. Even what I can say, these 2 days are all and for what I cannot be well. Then there's about person and keep me.
So meaning place not be there, better place not be there for sleep.
Ah.
So how many days una spend at the embassy?
We don't take the next 3 months.
Now the embassy be they provide for now the time when they did that 3 months there.
Yeah, Mr. Conte with the bar ambassador.
You come in the way una all come. Outside in the right now.
The need for my.
You dey feel safe na the community outside you dey?
Yeah.
Because now they even come out and that person they insist that they communicate with you. You dey feel safe?
You know so that they again I don't come at alone now. Then I did then they.
You and then they talk?
Yeah, we dey talk me there.
Wait till they don't tell you say life turn like for them from una come.
They say then the other one say we not be well, but you don't better back.
Alright, so at this time, like I say, if person want help you, like okay, I think I need for bring John Whitfield. If somebody they watch, they want for assist FA, if I go through or for come through the secretariat.
So being that I am the champion this thing now, and also we serve the it go good and can through it, because the temptation is they're not go to understand the procedures for able for restaurant, because you see FA now, the process of restoration is still they go through because that belief there. I believe saying in quiet time, they go sit down, they reflect about all waiting not happen with time, whether it's a reality, whether it's a dream, and also for the fact that I talk say they go school. And one of the good things where IOM been done, they do, I don't get witnesses of picking the way, even with the university where IOM they support for ensure say them done and cost them. And me already they in talks with the person where they lead with protection issue in a Sierra and IOM for see how they in case then they go, and even after I they do follow-ups about them, because the thing means so escalate that we get so much interest in them. So we go advise that then come through the secretariat so that we go able for champion them for them. The secretariat that the government lead body, we go able for get better knowledge how for deal with them case, how for handle them case. Because one for me then go re-victimize them. Because some people not gonna say that they re-victimize them, but they re-victimize them. You go feel say you go help them, but sometimes you help go turn one kind of way we go create harm for them. So we are with them, let them come through the secretariat, then able come through it, they can go through IOM, we're all partners the way they work together, and we believe so able for restore them at the end of the day.
So in terms of figures, how many cases is Secretariat to look at right now?
So I tell you, say for last year, January to December, we administrative figure, they talk about 51. Of them 51, and then 5 no more get for do it international. We left Salo and got a country. Okay. But the rest get for do it internal. So it tells you that they get more internal trafficking than cross-border trafficking. And also they get more women and picking them, minors them, were involved. In fact, that figure, that key population in are the most vulnerable, women and picking them. Now the one and they vulnerable. But also IM figure, they tell you say inside match alone, then bring back and support about 25 victims of human trafficking. But one of the things so they do not know how forget a centralized figure. We don't forget scatter figure. Now make we get to national referral mechanism. Under the standard operating procedure now, when IM get them figures that they channel and through, when any other tip body get them figures that they channel and through, so they present them as a unit rather than as a scattered figure. So that in our administrative figure where we get. But like I tell you, there are more issues of traffic where they happen. Just that it go underreported.
The one the way you say they happen within the country, how the dynamics stand like?
The patterns then different. Like I tell you, more now this men picking. Now make child trafficking there on the increase. Now more of this men picking. And what to make you know they even hear the report, families are involved. How many families get the knowledge say that they traffic them picking? Waiting there one know you can't check. They go school done. And normally they know the boss can find them family member, they must call them. So that period where they come, they don't prepare the picking for create a present inself. And even the picking self no, they know say that they traffic them. That load alone with the Ghana child labor that one day. That picky all say 7-10 years. Look the kind load with Ghana here, they sell a batcha, they sell Kisio, they sell about 40, it's almost hour. And company in a school, in other school, and all the fencing for it. Then a breadwinner for the family. They all born in picking incident, they go school, they live good life. But they no say that they traffic them. And anime could educate them. And even before I don't also they talk about the science them. How you go tell? Imagine again cross border last year, catch them 15 ladies and a Gendema border. You go see 15 ladies and they move together. You go see Pekin or Mama, they look. How you go move with Pekin? You say that Pekin no in dates of birth. You they see fear they show on them face. And most of the time, it's trafficker they program them. Look like for example, they're 11 Pekin or Pool Mali Bamako. They all get the same surname with the Minister of Social Welfare, Honorable Melos coming to the interview, and they all get the same surname. Then program they all. So most of the time, the traffickers they program them victims, so they're afraid for talk. They don't threaten them. They say if you go talk now, this way they do your family member. So then they're afraid. But we they give them the courage and they give them the confidence then they. So I make every pattern with a broken. And another thing again they look at now how for corporate we call the supply chain. Within the supply chain involved, we get for do the accounts. Now this is not concrete, but this is a discussion or even the global hemisphere they look at. Most of them traffickers can get accounts. How do we track down their bank accounts? Money laundering. The financial intelligence unit are wanting this way they understudy right now. So they networks them because we know say we stop the money flow, they're not able to get couple for run them business. These are another discussions where they're on the floor. Also they look at now say the victims and now don't take another level. It is now a public health concern. Not to just let them be victim. Mentally now they affect them. On the psychosocial side they affect them. I know some we don't die in the process. Take out saving, give verdict, some don't die, some don't craze, some don't get even sick way camp and sexual trafficking issue. How do we address those situations? So this is a broad thing. Not only we want to work the media gets for join we, other pastors and get for John Wick, but we get one belief say at the end of the day, these are challenges we surmountable.
John, the issue we get for do with the internal trafficking, like you mentioned, so you get for do with family business. So how best you get any awareness of prosecution that happen, because it is an internal something. We're not able for charge person and court prosecution that happen.
We get cases that they point at. So for instance, under the 2005 Act, before we get this new act, 15 years down the line, we get two cases of two women them where been traffic, some people them. These are relatives them, and most time na neighbors them, their auntie, uncle, and the court bill them. When we get this 2022 act, we get a case of one Jalo guy when a student where they also traffic, where life and somebody said that they travel, can then go Canada. At the end of the day, they travel all right. But I'll tell you, say that person then are just one person. The actual traffickers, they're not then at salon, and it's difficult to forget them. As I talk to you now at the High Court of Sierra Leone, another case they we get for do with ladies them, where they life and say that they carry them go America or Canada. I'm not able to talk on that case today because I don't want for prejudice the current sitting where they go on. But if you go to the High Court, Justice Fisher, where they deal with every human trafficking case, it will show you all the case system. A day we are working on them, but like we tell you, forget prosecution, begin with a very good investigation. Prosecution not to an event, now a process. You get a long way for go. I make at the end of the day, until the court give verdict, we the Secretariat to partners, we are servicing the needs of them presumed victim them. Like FSO, we know the wait to say, hey, pass to charge go na court. No, we don't know what the FA they go through. What if staff will like say that case they don't something happy with FA? So whilst we go on the process, we ensure say we service the needs of FA and every other FA where they come under we purview.
Like you say, the borders are so porous to an extent for man and all, it's impossible.
Very.
And like how normally then say when discussion they happen, so they talk right now, people the way they traffic people and people the way they plan for traffic people. In terms of that, how best una don't do for ensure say even though the borders are porous, but also una keep an eye on different communities and waiting they happen.
I want to talk on the positives. We border management officers are doing very well and we they commend them. I know they say this will make them feel good, but now out of the evidence and the results all they get, the 15 ladies in Agendema, had it not been for the heightenedness of the immigration border management officers, we don't for track them down. They are doing very well. One of the ways they already identify a training opportunity. We they ensure say one of the things we don't put down now for do refreshers training quarterly. We so thank IOM that in March of last year they don't do that training day. Interpol also do them training them. Security bodies also do them training them. Now only when they get the training, now they go able for identify the signs or the red flags of trafficking. So all the areas no say we get them. Also recently IOM don't launch rating and call the thing we get for do like CCTV and then stuff, then they have the data capture of their events and they, because when they track down at that border, the investigation begins right there. The investigation not starts when the referrals happen. Now right now that point they begin for investigate. As then start the investigation, then they begin for do the referrals them. So now training no more now get for the do Mabel. Continuous training, not just with border management officers, even with law officers them, because they need to understand how to administer issues that we get for do with trafficking cases them. How you they deal with the victim. You cannot, I make you say the consent of the victim is not relevant with sufficient evidence there. You cannot re-victimize the victim.
Because that's how they want ask later say, if in case, like then be agree say, let's go. So then be consent say let me go.
Look, even if they consent, the act inside section 17, they tell you say, where there is sufficient evidence and where the three elements have been proven, when are the act, the means, and the purpose, the consent of FA is not important. Elect na FA been say yes, I they go. Once we don't know say the reason to make them care go FA na for go exploit time. We don't know the FA for tell say been say yes, it's not relevant. And another thing we'll capture, we'll assume say party A na be a sexual person, na be a prostitute. Then sometimes the trafficker say, already this na prostitute. Look, can't I walk away they do go gladly for good one. The act also they tell you say the work with that person they do before is not relevant as long as we prove say then three elements them when are the act the means and the purpose and the need to make them come on for go exploit them in all relevant. So they act clever because some people then consent in their ignorance. Like FSO, you know me no say if like we be the salon and tell and say a prostitution they go do, you for bingo? No way. No way FA now they go. But until FA say they go work restaurant, say FA believe say now one way that they for liberate in family from the challenges the way they go through. But we go there now on a different story. And no sooner I find out saying a different story, say and they not to mitigate and need for comeback.
So back to the issue of prosecution, like the young case so where the trafficker not based now you know the how now they clamp down.
So aiding and abetting, somebody there will be involved. Somebody they will push and say go. It gets a process. Now they try for do the restoration part. We secretariat get for work with IM now. How do we push this thing? We get with law officers department, we get TOCO, we get FSU to bring them on board for giving advice, legal advice. Because remember, with secretariat, we don't get power for investigator, we not for coordinate. So the relevant bodies them, we get that power, the way they get them power, get for giving the legal advice. We get with legal body now, the Directorate of Legal Affairs, but they also they give you advice. Where do we go from here to there? But before you prosecute, you have to restore FA. FA need forget his sound mind. FA need forget confidence in his system. FA need for believe now say, okay, I prepare for go turn up na that box for go give witness. Until then, it's a whole process, not to an event. Never mind the person, the actual trafficker they're not there, but they tell you say aiding and abetting also like a crime under that new act.
And this is not case on the watch.
This is a case of the watch. We all know how it be escalate. Now because it be escalating, make we can get interest in them. Remember, say the Salon embassy don't involve. IM embassy don't come, they don't send them. We as a secretariat also involved in this. We keep a close eyes on them.
Maybe John they come with some police stamp. I don't know if whether in a police or that aiding and abetting for we as we can down police so we as we understand with him.
So here they talk about support. Okay. You will help something. So if you advise like FNI in case then you go be fine program or go. Yeah, can pull you transport go. Ignorance of the law, not to excuse. As long as you contribute, once you mot dede, you and dede, you couple dede, you push FSA go. Without intention for the exploit them. That we call aiding and abetting. You help the person and you support them for moving from this point to that point there.
So pan this human trafficking in persons work where on the do. What's that they challenge them where they come with?
For manage people are something we very, very difficult. And for let people them report them. With biggest challenge are that like hidden crime. People are need to talk, especially when it comes to sex trafficking. And I want to say kudos to FA. That boldness way you get for can talk. You need to make Bokuno they come out for talk on sex trafficking and the stigma we attach with them. I make her glad way they protect FA. Because we know how communities they behave. Yeah. And then I make her say if somebody want for FA, not come to FA there. You know why? Because you go come with the intention, so you come there, you can't watch them, you go begin point finger. We know people and now can snap you, let them believe say this support argue them. And there are many fraudsters out there. People then go begin hello can open a GoFund center for them, then fraud them at the end of the day. We get challenged with figures. We want to ensure say let people and can report. People are not reporting. Now one of the biggest challenge. Another challenge again will get with the column with partners them also. We want to get a victims shelter. The only shelter we'll get right now World Open International and then enough for minors them. If we get a victim shelter, the issue of prosecution it will go very, very smooth. Interference not the day. You find out say by right if we get a victim shelter, we're not supposed for them to integrate then 6 people they are right under the community. Even then 57 will integrate, we're not supposed for carry them go. And then they will not go shame for talking. But we'll not get side for keep them. Now because the embassy in Senegal not get a victim shelter, make you see they be laid on a ground. But then try because they're able to rescue them. Yeah. That they've been better than go pan the prostitution. Oh, if we get a victim shelter, would they able to keep them? Would they get social workers who they deal with them? Would they get health workers who they deal with them? Every day would they able to talk to them. And prosecution they go well. But now that they don't go back at their communities, interference they can't inside. The traffickers are there. Some of them they can't convince them and give them couple. And then they all the money. But they say not go be with them because they know so if they go in a court At the end of the day, waiting and supposed for punish them a big pass that couple with them they get there. And Toko and FSU go tell and say these are the challenges them. What they said they go through. Some of them they give wrong number. As I sit down to Madam Felicia, where they had the trafficking division at Toko go tell you say some of them phone and they call and they ring. Some of them call the victims and for can they cost them. They make them plaba. If they go to the community for go take them, they attack them. These are all the challenges that they face. But one for make them survivors, they are then victims stars that they talk to them. When nobodies and can't talk to una not see them like the enemy. All them they do now for restore una. They try for help una that lost dignity. We believe say una get place in society, but for make una take una rightful place, una need for help we. We want no go able for do the work. If una able help we all come together. Where you go, you point, say this person not responsible. Because maybe we need for begin to naming and shaming. If we don't name and shame victim and the traffickers then go continue for work, then syndicates. And we they behind the victims and survivors and tigi one. Not only for name and shame, but for also help with the issue of prosecution.
You make mention of reporting. How somebody go report? In terms of them protection also, the one way they report. How them for reports and how now they protect the one way they report?
So for reports, we get with secretariats. Thankfully now, one of the challenges of the battle with I forget an office space. Now we don't get an office space within a number 24 Tembeton opposite the Sierra Leone office. Also we get Ministry of Social Welfare office within a New England Ville. We get the Ministry of Gender, we get Labor. These are our key referral bodies then. We get the police safety. We get Toku, we get Family Support Unit. These are protective bodies then. People can go there and report. We get the one for now, if you call them a day off, because we need for do training with the personnel then. We don't want to put any kind of person, they begin talk rough to the victim, and the victim no believe in the system. When that 134 become operational, we then make the public know say 134 they work now, but I begin calling. But for now, you can go to the Ministry of Social Welfare, you can go to your office, you can go Ministry of Gender, you can go Ministry of Labor, them institution and they able to talk to you, or you can go to the Family Support Unit, or even go to they're ready for give you support. Witness protection at Tiwe key. If you go to court Mabel, when Justice Fisher they sit on in case, we know they do the trial and open court. Now a close court with the do. So you will not get business. You know they go to that place. So protection that you will take very, very high. And FA in case and all other FAs, we are protecting them and let them trust and believe in the system.
How serious the issue of human trafficking in our salon? Is it on the increase or gradually it on the numbers and on the go down?
Very serious. If global body they tell we say salon is source, na a transit and a destination, it tell you say we are vulnerable. A very, very serious. We believe say the numbers are higher than what we they document because it is a hidden crime, but it is also a very, very serious crime. For the fact that we set a specialized body, it tell you the concern we government get and the reports we government on they receive. Ministry of Social Welfare, now we parents but we the supervisory, but then self get for look at protection issues and other social issues them. And we as a secretariat take them very serious. If you're not being serious, maybe we not feel so we need to forget the secretariat. It is very, very serious than even the figures them who they see. FN testimony alone, for you go begin imagine waiting the other FAs that they go through. Some of them stories them fearful when you hear them. You know go even one for your ear again. But we are working very hard on it.
What's the latest developments on them 57, right?
Yes.
That one they will be interviewed the last time on. What's the latest developments on them Sefion investigation and how the case to go?
The two perpetrators are still in police custody. Toku is doing a very good job for ensuring and carry on with the investigations. And because we don't get side for keep the 57 people then, what we did an on-the-spot psychosocial support. We able to talk to them for me to understand. You know, believe say to Uganda, they don't even understand it they go pan. Now when we go talk to them, and also want to thank the Senge Foundation, Chief Minister in West, one of the people that we come on board and do donations in terms of food and non-food items then food and non-food items, and then now we can go to them 57 people then we share them based on head count. So for instance, you get more picky, we give you more. We ensure say we talk to them. Toku also with social workers them for Ministry of Social Welfare do what we call case history and case identification. We get all the information them. We don't take them, contact them. We don't talk to them, say as a case by case basis. Toku they call them as and when they need them for support there with investigation, because they can't just be keeping those two perpetrators then in custody. We then ensure say they support with investigations. They also accept say that they support with investigations, and at the end of the day, if there is need for prosecution, that they prosecute them. But you know, it's still in a one thing this whole not in the eyes of the victims. They know they see the traffickers as traffickers. They see them as family members. Imagine one of them come to me, they tell me, hey brother, this person not so bad person. Now FPBY, do you Lord sorry for him? See the ignorance we attach. But now that veil of ignorance, now they fight for pull come off from them and let them understand, see, this is more serious than you imagine. If your mama, your papa, they sell you, why you not go expose them?
Okay, just quick one, John. This got to do with migration, and you get for look at the aspect of when people be left Salon to Libya, because that's been area where we don't see more people they migrate. So with your experience and observation, how that normally happen now across the country, that we get more people they move to Libya because trafficking don't happen all this while in Libya when people left to go across that Mediterranean Sea, and we don't see more Sierra Leoneans don't they migrate from this country to another.
Movements again, I repeat, not a crime. Under international human rights standard, everybody get rights for move. But let movement be done in an orderly fashion. Also, movement they become a problem, and when it's done in an irregular fashion, I can say illegal migration. And for the Libyan, all it happened. Because look at the numbers, them way IOM did. Look recently, I think it was the day before yesterday or so, 149. And most of the time at the Gulf regions and they go. And what's disheartening again, now that they go even at places them where you check with human index with them places and the Sierra Leone is to some extent better than those countries. Then now we are studying, hey, if Salon better based on human index, why are these people going to some of those places? The Lebanon and other areas then. So for the Libya, which people are going, people they die. If you look videos, even when they're in that sea, you tell them, say, you know, say this journey you don't undertake you, they die. And they tell you, I prefer I lost my life than I go back. Just imagine how people they equate the value of their life to that thing they. Well, if you deny and when you ask them, if they're in 5 days, then tell you say, I pay $1,000, pay $1,000, pay $1,000. When you put them together, $5,000, if they all 5 come together, you not feel saying a very good investment. But I make the one that we can, we are not re-victimizing them. Right. Now this education we they give them, that's where they not be they see. Now they don't begin see them. Now they know they pay their money for go. They pay their money for invest. But if they want go, they learn skill work and then go in an orderly manner.
Alright, John Whitfield, as we wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show, we will just quickly take message. Divine Prosperity, Belana Facebook say, let's be clear and sincere. You have all the ideas when situations of trafficking occurs. Why not use the ideas to create mechanisms to prevent them from occurring rather than when it happens, you bring all the brilliant ideas on air.
Alright, still on our Facebook page, we'll take this one from Divine Prosperity. It's a one way to tackle bad governance is to unlock the available resources and unemployment as one.
Alright, well from that message and day before we wrap up, Divine Lekari they ask, why we not try for prevent rather than respond to the situation where can occur?
If Divine be the only follow all the issues of trafficking in the country, they're going to say we not to a fire brigade institution. For the fact that we have the laws in place, I want to hear we don't tell you saying I be a wake up call. For the fact that we get this secretariat, I want to tell you saying a wake up call. For the fact that we launch a victim of trafficking trust fund, it tell you saying a wake up call. For the fact that we get with very first interministerial ECOWAS summit na Salon, it tells you it's a wake up call. For the fact that we get various bilateral communications and relations which we Mano River Union, it tells you saying a wake up call. For the fact that we get the Freetown map, it tells you say it's a wake up call. We don't they do things. Not for today we don't they do things. But we can't talk about them because we find out say if we not continue for educate with people. If you go to the various communities then go tell and say we don't they go there. But we still not go left the traditional media being. So divine, if you don't follow issues them, we are not a fabricated institution. For the issue of unemployment, I don't tell you this. We need to forget another session for Cantor Bottom. It's a whole discussion of itself because you get different elements with about unemployment.
All right, many thanks to Canada Studio this morning. John Whitfield, Media Officer for Anti-Trafficking in Persons Task Force Secretariat. Thank you, Wacom, educate the public this morning, but on our work.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
And also, as to the wrap up with UFA, you believe, say, IOM and them partner, them go really support you and make you get something where you go for do for yourself?
Okay, ma, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Canada Studio this morning, yeah?
Okay.
And we're going to follow your case closely for ensure, say, the authorities are help you and you company them, Wacom, and also all other people in within our communities where they don't traffic, we're able for survival.
Inshallah.
All right, when I had this edition of the Breakfast Show, Golefona, plenty thank you to the production team and many thanks also to you. We don't send you message, we watch you throughout this broadcast, be it na YouTube, be it na Facebook, be it na the website, we na www.Liberty Online Television. Thanks for being there for us and we appreciate you. Until we meet again, Mabel Kaba say goodbye.
And Mina Al Hassan Kuma, stay blessed, have a comfortable day. Bye-bye.